Welcome to lesson 149 of algebraic concepts. Solve rational equations resulting in linear equations. So I'm going to probably move a little bit quicker than I did in the last video. So please go back and watch the previous video before watching this one. And this is either 7 out of 8 or 8 out of 9, which means there's only one more lesson in this series. So if anything I do in this video confuses you, please go back to the beginning, 2142, where this series starts, and work your way through each video. Here's our objective. Please pause and read through the objective. Same with the vocabulary. Now, when it comes to excluded values, I stopped doing excluded values in lesson 2143 because I just wanted to worry about the math that was the topic under the topic of the lesson talked about. So that's what I did. Here's our rational expression. Is an example of a problem, and when we solve it down, you'll have something like, I don't know, a equal, well, x in this case. You'll have x equals to some number. I don't know, some number. And you'll see when we get there. Okay, so in our first example, we got 12 over x equals to 8 over x minus 3. And so what I'm going to do is cross multiply. So you get 12 times x minus 3 equals to 8 times x. And when we distribute, you get 12x minus 36 equals to 8x. We're going to subtract 8x to both sides. 12 minus 8 is 4x minus 36 equals 0. Add 36 to both sides. You get 4x equals to 36. Divide by 4 on both sides. And then x equals 9. So that is the solution. X equals to 9. That's a linear equation. X equals 9 makes a line. So example 2. We're going to add and set that equal to 3. So since they had the same bottom, we get 2x plus 4x minus 6 over x minus 1 equals to 3. Okay, 6x minus 6 equals 3 times x minus 1, because I cross multiplied. And because 3 has no denominator, that's all I did. So we get 6x minus 6 equals to 3x minus 3. And the reason why I distributed is because I have some math to go. So I can add 6 to both sides. I can subtract 3x to both sides. And that leaves me with 3x equals to 3. Divide both sides by 3. I get x equal to 1. And that is my answer. X equals to 1. Okay, so together Andrew and Dan can complete a job in 10 minutes. So let's make that 1 out of 10. How long would it take Dan to do the job? Oh, that's together. So equals. So Dan is 1 over x because we don't know. Andrew is 1 over 25. And because we need rational expressions, we had to make these fractions. And that's why we made these fractions. So now the first fraction has to get multiplied by 25 over 25, and the second fraction has to get multiplied by x over x, because our common denominator is 25x. So rewriting this in. I get 1 over 10 equals 25 plus x over 25x. I'm going to cross multiply. I get 25x equals to 250 plus 10x. I'm going to subtract 10x from both sides. I get 15x equals to 250. Divide by 15 on both sides. And when you do this on a calculator, you'll get 16.666 repeating, and 16.6 repeating is 2/3. So how long would it take Dan to do the job? 16 and 2/3 minutes. Okay, that is our answer. And so those were our examples that we had for this lesson. Please try the practice problems on another piece of paper, and I will see you at the end of the video for a recap. Okay, so for this problem, what we're going to do is cross multiply. So you get 4a minus 2. I'm cross multiplying. So you get a habit of writing faster than I think. So please slow down when you solve these problems. Over 3 times a. So you get 4a minus 8 equals 3a. Subtract 3a from both sides. So a minus a, 8 equals 0. Add 8 to both sides. And then a will equal 8. And that is your solution. Okay, looking at the next problem. All right, now, to make the second fraction be 6x, because that's our common denominator, I got to multiply by 2x over 2x. So I get 1 plus 2x over 6x equals 1 over 4. And again, cross multiplying. I get 4 times the quantity 1 plus 2x equals 6x. So I get 4 plus 8x equals 6x. Subtract 8x from both sides. 4 equals negative 2x. Divide by negative 2. And x equals negative 2. Okay, for our last problem, hopefully this one did not give you too much trouble, but let's see. Our first fraction is missing a 2, so we're going to multiply top and bottom by 2. And then our second fraction needs a p minus 2 top and bottom. You can't just stick a p minus in front of the 2 and think it's the same. They are totally different things. So you have to multiply by each bottoms to make them the same. So now rewriting everything out, you get 2p over minus p minus 2. So be careful with this one because this minus 1 didn't go away. Minus 1 times p minus 2 over 2 times p minus 2 equals 3 over, I'm going to factor out the 3 here, 3 times p minus 2. Because I see a lot of p minus 2s, and that made me suspicious that I would see a p minus 2 on the right side. So the first thing, I'm going to cancel out the 3's. I can't cancel out the 2's here because I got 2p over minus 1. So they're not the same thing. So what I'm going to have to do is cross multiply. So I got 2p minus p plus 2 equals to 2 times p minus 2 all over p minus 2. Look at that, they cancel out. So 2p minus 1p is p plus 2 equals to 2 minus 2 from both sides, and then p equals 0. And that is our solution. P equals 0 is still a line, and that is our final problem for this lesson. Hopefully you didn't have too much trouble with it, but if you did, please work through the solution, see what you did wrong, and see how you could do better, and just practice some problems. And that's how you get better at doing math. You got to do lots of problems. The more math you do, the better you will get at it. And that goes with everything in life. So have a good day. This is the second to last video in this series, and I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.